we did this last week, okay? What we want to do is we want to pick up on the opponent's movement. We want to just read it momentarily, and then we want to break the rhythm to score the point or to hit them, okay? If Sensei Mark, for example, was just bouncing up and down, which is great. As soon as they go up, that's when you hit them. So they can't go anywhere until their feet are back on the floor, okay? Someone a bit more seasoned and experienced is going to have that kind of pulsing on the spot. They'll be moving forwards and back, okay? And that's where you won't get a good fighter moving forward and back in the same rhythm for 5 minutes, okay? But as a learning drill, especially for lower grade, that's where we'll start, okay? So what I'm going to ask Sensei to do is literally like a metronome to go forward and back. Keep going, that's it, don't stop, not loud. Okay? All we're going to do is we're just, okay, we'll watch and we think, okay, I'm going to match it, as in when they go forward, we go back and vice versa. We don't want to keep heading towards each other. So if we make reverse punch, it's just 50-50, okay? So what we want is we want to read them, and we go, okay, we'll move this way, okay? And when I decide to score, I go forward, back, forward, forward. So I just break at that rhythm to catch them on their forward action. If Sensei goes back, this goes back and I go forward, out of range. If he comes forward and I go back, doesn't work. If he goes forward, back and I go forward, forward, it will score and make the point. Obviously, I said, no one will bounce like that for 6 or 7 times. It will be in a combat, it will just happen. So as soon as they start to move, you've got to be able to pick it up early and cut in on them. Okay? So if Sensei's moving, I'm going to make it sort of a bigger action. So you try to move and get a nice clean reverse punch, okay? What I'm going to do as well, and that's the reason why we're in mixed tonight, is we're going to go Jodan. Now the person who's moving, the person who's receiving your punch, they're going to tend to put the brakes on and not move. But let them trust you, so don't belt them, okay? So essentially you're going to move forward and back. I'm going to read the same action here. And I've got to get that movement just to touch as he moves forward. Okay, there's a fine line between hip-on and disqualification anyway. Sometimes luck, but same thing. They start to move, we pick up on it early, and we have that constant touch as we go in. Okay? Watch the rhythm, and I'm going to score on Sensei Mark. He's actually going to fire off the Gakuzuki himself, almost like a panic reaction. It happens, okay? So we'll both do, you just hit me, yeah? So you do your rhythm. And I said, okay, so when I break the rhythm, yeah, he's going to panic, okay? So it might make it Iochi at the same time. What we're going to do now is we're going to change, we're going to go off of our front hand. We're going to go bang with the Kazami. And look how much closer this is already to this one. So if that one was 50-50, hopefully when we take this out of the equation, it won't be, okay? So, no punch from you yet. Okay, so as she starts to move, we pick that up. I'm going to work on a double break, just moving on and off that front hand. Just moving off of that front hand. Okay? That's your overhand Gakuzuki in the front hand Kazami. And that side just has to keep being brave like a metronome and keep going forward. Right? No pausing or stopping. Okay, so your job is to get hit and make us look good.
Really good or not?
Oh, amazingly good. So they just keep moving. They're not going to change from that. They're not going to deviate when we get to play and work with that. Okay. So we start moving. I'm going to stop that tune down. I'll cut underneath. Keeps moving. I'll pick that up again. This time I double it. Oh, Jordan. Pick that movement up again. And I'll go for the front. To there. So this time I want you to really buzz it up. Not in terms of the amount of power you put into it, because it's going to be controlled, but with your own spirit. Okay, so I'm going to do a set this time without kind of messing about, and I'm going to ki and move fast, okay? And then I want you to kind of replicate it. So as soon as he starts to move, so now I'm not going to belt him any harder, but my attitude's going to change, okay?